When I was at school, I always had lots of animals at home. We had rabbits and ducks and goats and dogs and cats, and I always wanted to know how to look after them better and how to improve their welfare, and that led on to me being a vet.
I really like working with animals. I never really realised that being a vet means working with a lot of people as well, but I really like working with animals, and it's pretty cool to be able to help them and try and fix them.
I always wanted to work with animals, and I enjoyed biology and sciences at school, so I thought it might be a good fit.
When I was little, I used to work on a farm. I went on to do a national diploma in animal care.
I became a vet because I'm really interested in science, especially biological sciences. I love to know how things work. So for me, it was combining two passions in my life, science and animals.
I'm Jelaine. I'm the head of the veterinary services here at Paignton Zoo, and I've been a vet for 27 years.
My name's Krista, and I'm a vet here in Paignton. Have been for 5 years, but I've been a vet for 17 years.
Hi there, my name's Sonia. I've been a veterinary nurse here at Paignton Zoo for 4 years. I've been a registered veterinary nurse for the last 22 years.
My name's Kelly Damon. I have been at Paignton Zoo for 16 years in June.
My name's Jo. I've been a vet for 12 years, and I'm a veterinary associate now at Paignton Zoo. I've been here for 5 years.
The working day at the zoo is really varied, unlike being a vet in general practice.
It's quite exciting because you don't really know what you're going to be doing when you come in the day. You could be working from anything from insects to obviously elephants.
So we get in the morning and we do the inpatients.
And then we divide up, and some of the vets go off and do clinical work.
Helping the vets do anaesthetics on the animals, so we monitor the anaesthetics during the surgery that they're doing. And then we could be preparing treatments for all different animals in the zoo and obviously handing them out to the keepers.
And then hopefully the idea is in the afternoon we can do some paperwork that we need to do, write plans and protocols and all the boring stuff that needs doing, but that doesn't happen very often because it always kicks off and things go wrong.
There's probably no typical working day at Paignton Zoo Veterinary Centre.
One of the things I really enjoy doing here is our dormouse release. So every year we breed dormice and they go through a quarantine period to check they're all healthy. And then they are released to a site, a secret site somewhere in the UK.
The most favourable part of my job, the one I enjoy the most, would be the animal training. That's where I get to work with the animals directly as well as the keepers, and we can do amazing procedures such as taking blood samples from a conscious animal or lasering the foot of a gorilla.
The best part of my job, as I said earlier, I really enjoy the fact that you don't know what you're going to be doing from day to day. Anything could come through the door.
At the zoo, the best thing is that I get to work with really cool animals. It's amazing to see some of these animals up close.
So we get to work with tigers, elephants, giant tortoises, and that is just amazing to be able to work with those animals and look after them and be part of their care.
The worst part, I think, is probably when you're unable to save that animal. And I think it goes for all of us, you know, we try our hardest and we care about them deeply, but sometimes you can't do what you would like to.
The job's a lot more varied in the zoo than it would be in general practice, and there's much less in the way of routine at the zoo.
A lot of the stuff we do, there's very little known about it, so we are basically reinventing the wheel constantly. We're trying to figure out what's the best way to try and do things, and also our animals don't like being touched and prefer to try and eat us.